Hello, hello, y'all. We did it. We did it. We figured it out. So, we are so excited to be here today, and I'm going to give it just a minute to catch up with us because I don't know what the lag is like. They're telling me that YouTube's lag and stuff is really bad.
Oh, it is. It is bad on that on that chat. No, it's okay.
Okay, can everyone see us and hear us? Thumbs up in the chat if you can see us and hear us. I feel like I'm at school. Thumbs up if you can see me or hear me. All right. And while you're giving thumbs up, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well. So we're here. We're here. It's that international lag, y'all. It's that international lag.
Finally, we're finally here.
Child, praise Jesus. So I am super excited. Welcome to another edition of my Creator Chit Chat. I have a mint in my mouth because when I was outside filming that intro video, honestly, a bug flew in my mouth. So I'm a little grossed out right now.
Yum.
Protein, whatever. So we are super excited to get to chit chat again and share my guest with you today. Ta-da! Introducing Dolores from Miss Dam Jewellery, straight from the UK, y'all. So say hey, Dolores.
Hey, from the UK. What's up?
Okay, so the first thing they're going to want to know, hey, Casey, AX, let's just go through and say hey to everybody because I know that Christine from Side Street Market is here and Miss Janice Stevens is here. Miss Sarah Lee is here. And your friend Thrifty Shutterbug. I know I've seen her channel.
Jessica, yeah. Jessica. Oh.
Jessica from Thrifty Shutterbug.
Yes.
She's your co-host sometime on your videos, and she has her own channel, right?
Yes, she does. Thrifty Shutterbug, y'all. If y'all want to go check that out. Yep.
And I see Michelle from Newton's Cupboard is here. And hey, June, I've been thinking about you, Miss Bernice Marie Vintage. Hope all is going well with you today. And we got to be good, y'all, because my mama, Bella Rose, is in the chat.
Oh, don't be acting up.
Don't be cutting fool, because she does not me all the time. I will get on in the car and get on an airplane, come over there, snatch you bald head, and try and come back to South Carolina. So we got to be mamas here.
Oh, I see Sarah Lee. Hey, Sarah Lee, girl. I see Bernice. I see Janice. Oh, Miss Janice. That was such a fun trip y'all went on.
And I saw Miss Jenna and Miss Casey ATX. Carrie, if it's the last two, I am going to Austin. I have got to go meet Carrie and go thrifting.
Yeah.
That's the good place where all the thrifting is in Austin, but I don't go that far.
You need to go that far. It's not that far.
I know, girl. I told you I don't even go Highway 6 to go to the mall. Carrie said, "Lovey, to make you some lunch so you don't have to eat bugs."
I don't have to go nowhere. Just going to Taco Bell.
Right
around the corner.
But he actually did bring me breakfast, Carrie. But it was so pretty. I went outside to do like the little intro to put on Instagram, and I guess I was just sucking up too much air, and a bug just. I was like, hey, Christy, Tippy Winks.
Oh, Christy. Hey, girl. I see my friend Gina. She's from the H-Town. Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of H-Town. And Julie from Day Trip Vintage is here as well.
Hey, Julie.
So, yes, we're super excited. So, y'all, I've already kind of interviewed because, you know, a sister got a lot of questions. So when we are interviewed, I'm like, look, first of all, how you going to be from Houston and end up in the UK? That's a bit of a drive.
Yeah, I had to go on the freeway for that.
Yeah, you have to go on the big internet. So first of all, tell us, like, you said you're originally from Houston. So kind of tell us where around you grew up in Houston.
So I grew up in Fort Bend County. And I mean, I could be more specific off of South Post Oak and FM 2234.
Not down too far from where I currently stay.
Right. Yeah. Not too far from where you currently stay. And I grew up there all my life. Until I was 30, I lived in Houston. And then I met a Manses, which
Mm.
is, which was not my downfall, but meh. So
A
I met a,
springboard, if you will.
yeah, it led me to where I am now. So that's not, it's just one of those steps you have to take. It wasn't
Mhm.
a bad step. It was just a, a step,
Mhm.
So my second husband uh, is English, and or he's still English. He's just not my second husband. Okay, y'all. He's there's been a couple along the way. I littered the highway with some husbands. So I moved over here in '98, at the very end of December 30th, 1998. So
You still had to file taxes in Texas.
yeah. So I it didn't work out, and that's okay. These things happen. And I was about ready to come back to Texas when I met Dave, who I am currently married to now, and who I will stay married to. It's no current. He gonna be the one, and whether he likes it or not.
To the
So he's my husband, and I really was gonna come back, but then Dave had that magic.
Oh, Dave.
Well, in the magic in that he can cook really well.
Oh,
So, so
a girl likes to eat.
she cooks very well, and so oh hey Judy, hey
Yeah,
Judy,
see
just
me
popped in.
in here.
Um, so we got married, and well, we didn't get married right away. We lived together for a very long time, and then to be a little bit personal, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind because I mean, we're all good Judys here, so we can talk. He he had kidney failure,
Mm-hmm.
and we got married in 2016 just in case I needed to collect the goods. So yeah, make sure my name's on everything. So that sounds horrible, but
Poor
I,
Dave.
we were living together anyway. We were partners anyway. So we just got married, and just I mean, and I say for the legality of it, but yeah, kind of. And then his kidneys failed, and then he was on dialysis for almost 3 years.
Wow.
In 2018 he got a kidney.
Yay.
So yeah, and we've been back to Texas since his new kidney twice, and then the pandemic happened, and we not going nowhere at the moment.
So when you say you can't go anywhere over there, so Texas was like, hey, y'all are on lockdown. Like, you can't go to the bars and stuff, and you can't go to whatever, but you can still go everywhere else. What does lockdown look like for y'all?
Oh, lockdown here is locked down tight, clink. No one's going anywhere. The only place you can go is a grocery store and any essential shopping, which apparently the garden centers are essential shopping, which is good to know. Well, I didn't realize that till just recently. I was like, I could have been going to the garden centers all this time. So we can't. No pubs are open, no restaurants, no non-essential shopping, which means thrifting is all locked down. It's been locked down since uh, New Year's Eve.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Janice. He's doing really well now. Yeah. In fact, he just had, my husband just had a checkup the other day, and his kidney function's the highest it's ever been. So that's good. Yeah.
Yay.
So he's doing
He
really good.
asked, Christy Tippy Winks Vintage asked, do you come back often to visit?
Prior to well, yes. When my husband couldn't travel because dialysis and the U.S. Doesn't have a reciprocal medical agreement with the UK, meaning that if he went during dialysis, he'd have to pay for everything. We're here. Let's be clear, it's not free. NHS, we pay through our taxes.
Right.
So everybody has medical here.
That's good.
So during when he was on dialysis, no, I didn't. I came twice because my friend, my friend passed away, and I had to go back. And so since his surgery, yeah, we've been back. We try to go back once or twice a year. And that was our plan. After he got his kidney, we were like, woo, you got a new kidney. We can go now. We
New lease.
We go everywhere. But then the pandemic happened. And he was like, he got to go twice before that happened. He's like, I can go now, and now I can't go. You know, I said, and no one's going. No one is going at all. No one's going anywhere. So, but yeah, we do like, I mean, we're thinking about coming at Christmas. It just, you know, I got my vaccine this morning, y'all.
How'd you do?
Here I am.
But you don't have any, because it's been different, hit and miss here.
Yeah.
Like some people have absolutely not even a sore arm.
Right.
A lady at work yesterday who was so excited to get her vaccine, 3 days later she is covered in shingles, and her doctor said it's from the vaccine. So I was like, dang, girl.
Yeah. I mean, you know, knock wood, I mean, okay, my arm's not even sore. I mean, let's talk tomorrow, then, you know, it might be a whole different situation. But you know, yeah, once everything calms down, you know, hopefully we can go at Christmas. You know, with it just depends on how, you know, not just here but there.
Right.
You know, even with the vaccine, you're not 100%, you know,
right,
safe, and you know. So I'd love to go at Christmas. I would love to come at Christmas because it's been the last time I was in Texas was January 2020.
And you have brothers here?
Yes, I have 2 brothers. Yes.
Yes, you still have do they still live in the same area, or are they all over Texas?
Oh no, they one lives off of 290 or close to 290, and the other one lives in Tomball.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, because one of your brothers is a sergeant in the police force.
Yeah, he's a police sergeant in Tomball. Yeah.
So we talked about that the other day.
Yeah, no, I would love to say, if you get a ticket, just tell him you know me, but no. He'd be like, hey, I don't care who my sister is, you get a ticket.
You get a ticket. You can ask her to pay it, but you still get.
Oh no, she ain't paying it for you now either.
So Michelle Newton's cupboard was commenting, and she said, she says y'all.
Yeah, I'm still I do say some British sayings, like, you know, like certain things I'll say that are quite British, but I've never lost my accent. I mean, I think sometimes my friends say I have, but yeah, I haven't.
So you were talking the other day in your video, and I know your channel is really new, so y'all make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel. Now your Instagram, what is that channel? I don't know what Instagram is, but your Instagram is really, it does really well, because you've been doing jewelry on that for a while, right?
Yeah. So how it started was I make jewelry. I mean, I got my look at the earrings. Yeah, I made those, y'all.
She made these for me, y'all.
And I made my little Astros colored bracelet. Astros, go Astros.
That's pretty.
Yeah. And so I was always making jewelry, and I worked on I had it on Etsy for a long time. And in 2017, I went to visit my friend in New Hampshire, and she does estates, you know, does estate sales. You know, right. She goes in, does all the hard work, and then holds the estate sales for people. Well, over the years, she amassed a lot of vintage jewelry. And she, you know, when I was there, she said, "Man, you know, you want to sell this? Because I you know, want to sell it for me or whatever. I have no time for this." So I brought it back and started selling it for her, and I realized it did pretty good.
Yeah, there's a market.
So, and also what it also did is it brought people to my shop that normally wouldn't come. You know, they're not necessarily looking for handmade, but while they're there, they'll throw a couple of things in the basket. And oh, thank you, Sarah Lee. She said she loved my channel. Ooh, thank you. And I was so nice. And so the vintage jewelry brought more people to my shop.
Right.
And so that's how that started. So I've been selling vintage jewelry along with my own jewelry since 2018. Now, how I got into vintage stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're going to ask next, is how did that transpire into the vintage doodads that we all love?
Well, what happened was lockdown happened, the first lockdown here.
Yeah.
And I mean, we weren't going nowhere. You know, we were locked, you know, everybody, the whole world was locked out at that point. And I had convinced I was furloughed. So my company had furloughed all of us. Like, my husband works for the same company. We were furloughed because what I do is I work in the automotive industry. So we make car upholstery for like, you know, BMW, Audi, Jaguar Land Rover, you know, all the big hitters. And we ship that to Europe. So everything in Europe was closed. So we couldn't work because we weren't sending anything to Europe because they were
Right.
closed. On top of that, Brexit. So we had the pandemic, and then we had Brexit that was about to take place, which
So I
so
don't know what that is.
Brexit was the UK leaving the European Union.
Oh yeah, that would be on the news, right? So I don't watch the
Sure,
news.
yeah, yeah. It popped up now and again on the news. You know, not that important.
My bad. I don't watch the news. It's depressing.
Oh yeah, no. And so we were about to leave the European Union. Well, there was a whole situation with that where that, you know, we're sending our products to the European Union. How's that going to work now? Because we had free trade because we were in the European Union.
Right.
So when we got locked down, I was like, I'm going to lose my job. I had fully convinced myself. I mean, I was like, well, better go clear my desk out because, you know, they're gonna let me go. You know, not fire me, but make me redundant because
Right.
where I work is in research and development. So I'm not a production person. I'm a research development. And, you know, they're the first to go, surprisingly, because, you know.
Yeah, they would not be, since that's how you get to production, but whatever.
Yeah, you would think, but, you know, they would start to make, oh, yeah, Bernice, yeah, I wasn't happy about Brexit as well, sweetie. I was not happy.
And thank you, Julie, from Day Up. She just subscribed to
Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much.
Christy, I see your question. I'm going to ask it in a second.
So I had fully convinced myself that I was going to lose my job. Like, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to make no money. You know, and I don't care if anybody knows my age. I'm 51. At the time, I was 51 years old. Who's going to hire me? I have years and years of experience in the textile industry. And if that dies, I'm going to be like, my next job is going to be like, you want fries with that?
Which I'm not opposed to, because I do be like,
I mean, as long as I get some free fries, I'm okay. But it's not enough to what I was making. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna have to work at a lot of, you know, places that sell fries.
Right.
So my friend Jessica, who's in the chat, Thrifty Shutterbug, I mean, you know how you just got depressed during all this, and everybody did. It was just the unknown. So she says to me, you should watch these videos I've been watching, you know, about this vintage stuff. And I said, well, who are you watching? She said, Crazy Lamp Lady. I said, oh, okay. So I said, you know, yes, free food. Yeah, get free food if I work in a fast food restaurant.
We're all over.
She don't need no free food. So I started watching her, and it wasn't just the vintage stuff. Her voice.
Oh, I know.
It was just like, oh, it's peaceful.
If I could stay as calm as Jocelyn,
right,
all of my life, it would be so awesome.
It settled my mind. It settled my mind. It got me from. I mean, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
I mean, just to say the least. And then that led me to Jeffrey at Real Nifty Vintage.
He's a mess.
Oh, girl, he had me in stitches. Now, okay, so now I got calm. Now I got laughter.
Right. And he's even trying to be funny, I think, most of the time.
Yeah, he cracks me up. And that led to Misty, and then that led to Alex, and that led to, you know, and so on and so forth. It led me to so many channels. And I thought, you know, when we're opened up again, maybe I could try selling some, you know, vintage stuff on my Etsy, because I already have an Etsy. So, you know, and so I did. As soon as everything opened, because I was still furloughed at the time. So I thought, well, while I'm sitting here, you know, doing nothing, let me go do that. So, and that's where it started. But I've always loved vintage stuff. Of course, my phone rings now. No one ever calls my house, ever.
They're being like, do you know you're on YouTube?
Okay. Anyway, so, I mean, ever calls my house. Like, I don't even know why I have a house phone. So, for this. So then I started, selling on Etsy, and then I started to amass a lot of stuff, I was like, maybe I should sell on eBay too. So that's how I started. And then I would go into the chats, and I would go into watch live sales. Everybody is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're chatting with people. You don't know them, but you feel like you do.
Right. I agree.
And you just get to know people, and you see the same people over. It's like you go in there, and it's like, oh, there's, so-and-so, and there's so-and-so. And I seen them last time. And you start to, and that for me was that saved me from absolutely going insane during the first lockdown. It really did. These people just don't know how much they helped me, through that time, because that was hard.
Yeah, my mom said that phone call is somebody calling about your car warranty. How many of those do we get? But yes, I totally agree with you on that, because I mean, Lovey is like fantastic. He's getting to that. My big daddy is what I called my stepdad.
Yeah.
Because he was a big man.
Yeah.
Over 6 foot. He was just a very large man. So we called him Big Daddy. Plus he saved us. So I started calling him, Mom, I'm going to tell a story on myself, but I started calling him, it was a running joke, because from where we were to where he took us, I called him Big Daddy Warbuck from the movie.
Yeah.
He is not that kind. He was not that kind of man. And he was, kind of like, I don't like the Warbucks. I mean, I'm not a rich man, he was just, that's not him. So we just cut the Warbucks part, and he became my Big Daddy, and he's always this way. But Lovey, I equate, he has got a lot of the same characteristics, and he's fat. But on day 79 of just Lovey, and we're only allowed to go in our front yard and our backyard.
Yeah.
And we had played every game that we had. We have watched more killing on TV, because we are big, like Buried in the Backyard people, that uplifting stuff. Force 48. I mean, you just have to be around other people. And he loves to, he is so great about taking me places and letting me thrift. But in the same token, that's not his gig, right? That's not
jam. Yeah.
So when I found this community, like you said, it was like, oh my God, these people understand me. They get me. Even my friends back in the, from way back, they didn't. So I totally get that. That was that's an uplifting. I think it's worked that way for everybody, really.
Yeah, I see in the chats that everybody's like, God, yeah, it really helped me. Like Carrie said, the same here. And Bernice, are saying that and it really, it changed my perspective a lot, I think, too.
Yeah, because
I just didn't realize
this at people, but now this community is so peaceful. Like I've met several, like I went thrifting with Janice, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, because you put a face with a name.
Right.
Like why I wanted to do these chats, because it's people that I jive with in the actual chat. And I'm like, I want to see their face. I want to see I want to see their voice. I want to have a conversation. And so I was talking with some of my friends, and they were like, do it, because we want to see it too. So that's how this came about. Hey, Christy wants to know, Dolores, do you ever meet any fellow Texans in the UK?
Yes.
Guys that you use y'all.
Right down the road, right. The next village to me is a lady that is from Texas, and she's her and her wife literally live in the next village.
So they're from Texas.
She's from, one of them's from Texas, the other one's British.
So you never know. Like I wouldn't have known that people that I meet on the World Wide Web is like 30 minutes from me.
Right.
I've met I've thrifted and met Martha from Vintage Conversation.
Yeah.
And Tammy from Vintage Uprising Texas. Did she send you that shirt?
No, I bought it. I'm trying to buy everybody's shirts.
Oh, I was thinking that, because we had talked about trying to come up with a logo for the Texas people, and that looks like something that Tammy had. So either she bought it or Tammy sent it to her. Yeah,
it's from her Teespring, and it said Texas Vintage Hunters, and I was like, okay, I even know I'm in the UK.
I actually that I think Christy, isn't that the name of our Instagram group is Texas Vintage Hunters, and we try to post like estate sales or like we're going to Round Top on the
Oh
20th.
wow.
So we've posted a thing that says, "Hey y'all, if you're from Texas, we're all going to Round Top, to a meetup and all that kind of stuff." So we're trying to do, and definitely if you're coming home,
Oh yeah, we're
it's
gonna have to all meet up
together. Yeah.
Well, the lady, the lady who's from Texas, Lisa, she's actually from Dallas.
Oh, well, we'll forgive her. She's probably real nice anyway, right?
Yeah, she's real nice anyway.
We'll
Oh,
forgive.
and I want to show you my shirt that Angela Marksberry.
Is that for yours? Angela does such an amazing
I know, right? I just wanted to show y'all. I just wanted to give a shout out to Angela.
Now, if you is it because you contact her and you ask her?
I contacted her and said, "Hey, can you, work with this, design or whatever?" And she was like, "Yeah." And
man, I can't even get labels to print on my printer, and y'all are making T-shirts and stuff.
I mean, this not for this is just. I mean, I can only afford one. This is mine. They're not for sale or anything. It's just that I just wanted because again, she's part of the community,
right?
And she's very in the chat. She's very good, and she's always in the chat. She says hello, and and I saw that she was doing these, and I was like, hey, I'll see if she, do for me. She did. And I had it printed on this sweatshirt. So.
Well, I see that a couple of people are subscribing to each other, and I love that. So I saw that.
Oh, yes. You guys, everybody subscribe to each other, support each other. I'm all about supporting each other.
Julie, thank you for subscribing to Bernice Marie Vintage. And your friend Jessica says, I've only heard your phone ring once, and like she lives right there with you.
I know she never ever, my phone's never ever rang.
Let's see. Let me see what else.
Thank you, Christine, on my hair. Yeah, it's a lot.
Carrie, didn't you meet her last name Hernandez? Sorry, I forget. Didn't she come? So we found out, with this winter storm, poor Carrie was displaced with her animals, no heat.
Oh my God.
Somebody, Laura Hernandez, didn't she come and actually meet you? I mean, because your mom's in Florida, so she can't help you. And you were with a friend, and now that poor friend has to move out of her place to live. That's just the kind of community
right
that we have. And so I absolutely love that. Hey,
Katie. Hey, girl.
Hey, Katie. Is Katie not is there any place that Katie is not? Katie is everywhere.
I want her life because I want to be everywhere too.
Between Christy being the one that creates all the little things on Instagram to remind us to promote people's channel, and Katie being the one who's helping everybody, answering questions in the chat, being on people's channel. I hope you're feeling better, Katie. I think it was the Jell-O.
I think the Jell-O made her feel
better. That was awful.
That was harsh, girl, that you ate that Jell-O.
And everybody's like, oh, it looked like hummus. I bet that was so good. And I'm thinking, hummus is disgusting. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, Christy and Carrie, y'all got to talk FaceTime the other day. That Christy, she is amazing. She's so sweet.
I love her.
Daggone Tippy, you could just kiss his face off.
I know. I love to watch her videos. So y'all subscribe to Christy because her videos are good.
Christy, we're all gonna take up a collection to I'm gonna find a big piece of furniture, and then we're gonna have somebody wire in black lights. Somebody just did that on Instagram. One of the people that I follow, she got a big hutch. And she finally wired in some rope black lights, and she put all her uranium glass. Oh. And as Christy says, bam, she turned it on, and it was phenomenal. And Christy is just as sweet in person.
Oh yeah, I'll bet. I'm yeah.
It was a good time getting to shop with her. Do you have, Janice is saying, can we see some of your vintage and handmade jewelry today? Do you have any, like close? to you?
Not close. I'd have to go up the stairs.
Oh,
which I can do. I mean, look, this is a British house. They ain't big, okay? It takes like 2 seconds.
well, I'll entertain if you want
Okay, you entertain. I'll get some jewelry.
I'm about to start tap dancing.
You can look at all my cat stuff up here.
So yes, Casey, that's right. Laura and her husband came to fix your apartment. I just thought that was phenomenal. And I know that your mom felt better about that because she put that in there. And Katie, I just do not know how you ate that jelly. I'm gonna actually like send you some real sweet treats, things that are not nasty, so that you don't have to eat them. Christy is saying Dolores was so sweet to me during the storm. She lent me some very needed emotional support during that. She was checking on me and mom. That Coco, I just love me some Coco. She is so sweet. Hey Sally, thank you for coming by. And is it Relieve Vintage? She says she's Katie too. Did I say that right? Or Velev? Velev? I'm probably mispronouncing that, and I'm sorry. Katie, let me know. I'm from South Carolina, so if you could do it phonetically, that would be great, and I'll still try to muddle through that. Julie, it was amazing. I was close to tears and sent her a text, not expecting a response. Oh, that Laura. Sweet. Okay, so yes, the Frugal Magpie, Lynn, I hope you get your box, y'all. Lynn bought some things from the live sale for me. And I am so meticulous, right? Like I literally have a handwritten address book. I had it right in, she sent me an email. It was completely right with her address. I wrote it in my address book, completely right. I typed it into Pirate Ship, wrong.
Oh,
I left off the first number of her address. So it went out. It made it all the way to Arizona. They literally took it to the street, but they were like, there's no address to this. So they returned to sender. She was sweet enough to contact me and say, oh my gosh, they said they've returned this. I went and looked it all up and I figured out that I left the first number on it. So I was like, it came back to me the next day and I just sent it back to her. So Lynn, the Frugal Magpie, I am so sorry, but you should be getting that anytime. I just felt awful about that. And Miss Dragonfly Addict, Beth, she is originally from South Carolina. And I think she's in Georgia now, but she subscribed to your channel.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wants to know where in the UK.
Okay, I am in the middle of the UK. So I'm by a town called Chesterfield, and it's in between Sheffield and Nottingham. So it's, I mean, I'm literally, there's a little village by me that says middle of the UK, middle of England. So I'm basically in the middle of England. I'm nowhere near London. I'm not fancy like that. I'm just, I'm in the sticks, y'all.
Herbs of London.
I'm in the sticks.
Releve.
Releve.
A French ballet term.
Oh, I love that.
Because that'd be the only thing, that's the only way to get me to do it. All right. Oh, Julie said she got her blue egg cup from me. Oh, thank you, Sarah Lee. She's just subscribed to Beth at Dragonfly Addict as well. Lynn says she's moving back to Ireland soon. Now that's
really?
That my family used to have a cousin that lived there. Mama, didn't she live in a castle or something? I know she had horses and she had to bring her horses back to the States and stuff, but I think everybody lives in a castle, right? But that would be so much fun. Okay, so show us. They want to see jewelry.
So some of these were on my video because I just grabbed what was nearest. I was like, oh. So let's see how we do this. Okay, so oh no, there we go. So that's a little number there. That's a vintage piece. I'll show you some of my handmade stuff, but that's one of my vintage pieces.
Get it a little closer because I'm going like this to see it. This way. Other way. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's like a thin metal with like a faux pearl in it. That's one of them. And then I think, excuse me, I like this one. Oh, this is my,
You love this one? Now see, blue, that's my signature color. And so when you sent me these, and then the brooch that you sent me in that box, and we're gonna talk about that box in a second because there ain't much stuff. That brooch has got that dark blue sapphire. Oh, that's so beautiful. And I gotta take a picture and send Nate the picture of the Wedgwood because he asked me to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he asked me to post a picture of it. What else?
So this is another.
Oh, now that's pretty. That looks like my granny.
I know, right?
She was on my tiered tray, y'all. She's so cute.
She was. Oh, that was so sweet. So this is a handmade piece.
Because I love earrings and they're not heavy at all. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to be heavy, but they're not.
So this is a handmade piece. It's kind of like what I'm wearing. It's like a bangle set situation.
Uh-huh. We need to talk about like maybe some Astros, those like the Astros bracelet that you have on. Now I know Christy, you just said, oh my God, Astros, because we might need to talk about like getting an order, shipping it, and like we can all like get what we want and then divide the cost of the shipping because we might need to talk about that.
And then another bracelet I made. I struggled to get the bag open because I'm more lady.
Aren't you showing on your Etsy right now?
Yeah, these are on my Etsy right now.
Okay.
So
what's the name? Jessica from Thrifty Shutterbug. Would you put Dolores's Etsy name or shop name in the chat for me so that if she knows it, right?
Yeah, she
okay.
She better know it.
Because I think there's a lot of interest in the brooches and stuff. And so you do ship.
I ship the US, yeah.
Okay. So that way people can go in and take a look at the stuff that you have right now.
Yeah, I do a lot of brooches. I do a lot of vintage stuff, but brooches, I mean, I've loved brooches since way back in the 1980s when I was a teenager, you know. And because I was a little bit punk when I was in my, youth. You don't say. Yeah, I was a little bit, because that's back in the 80s, the new romantics and all that. So we would go to the thrift stores and buy. Well, we didn't wear uniforms, obviously, because here they do, but we obviously I don't wear uniform. I would get all my school clothes from like down Westheimer and all the thrift shops, and we'd buy big brooches. We thought we were so cool back then. Oh, we thought we were the big hair, and I had shaved my head. On one side of my head, thought she was Cyndi Lauper. She was a mess back in the day. Oh, I want to ask you a question. Do they still have Value Village?
Value Village if it's in Houston, I don't know. Christy and Carrie, do they have Value Village here? I heard of Traders Village, which if y'all are near Traders Village in Texas, there is my friend's church is having this massive garage sale this weekend. It's it's far from me. I won't go. Plus, when I leave here, I got to go to my shop.
Yeah.
And work. But okay, so they're saying bracelets, yes. I'm sending them over to your Instagram.
Yeah.
So yes, Frugal Magpie, Dolores, charity shops are so different from U.S. thrift stores.
Yes, they are.
So Carrie,
so much
Austin.
There's in so much that they're not as big, and but we have the same situation that you guys tend to talk about. Is like Goodwill trying to mark them prices up because they sold on eBay. Well, they tend to do that here too.
Yes, Christy says we do have them, and Value Village is Savers in some states.
Oh, okay.
Savers in Houston?
Yeah, there's Value Villages in Houston. There used to be one on Hillcroft over by the old Sharp. Like if you was going to the old Sharpstown Mall.
Well, Christy, why have you not taken me there, sister? I mean, but then again, I'm one that never went to a Salvation Army. And my mom's like, you've never been to a Salvation Army? And I guess. My mother likes Harwin, but so she likes the shiny stuff at Harwin, but it's not real, and she only pays
No,
a dollar.
but I'll go to Harwin when I'm there and go buy a lot of beading supplies.
Yes.
It's 9700 Harwin. It's a little like shopping. Yeah, if y'all want to know, if you're in Houston, 9700 Harwin. It's almost like a mall. It's like a building with a bunch of shops in it, and I get a lot of my beading supplies from there when I go over. I mean, I just stock up. I don't get it here, but I get different things over there.
Right.
That I can get here. So I go to Harwin and just stock up.
Yeah, we have a lot of people. Like I have a friend who their family is floral, and so she does the wholesalers license. And oh my gosh, we have goes and gets a lot. Thank you, Carrie, for coming.
Oh, thank you, Carrie girl. Take care.
That's like on my bucket list. Like I am going like this summer, even if I have to wear a mask, which I probably will because I'm right now allowed to take the shot. Long story, but Christy said yes, they have it. It's in the hood, but I'll take.
It is in the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I think it's off of Hillcroft. Well, there used to be a Value Village off of Hillcroft by Sharpstown Mall, or was it called now? It's not called Sharpstown anymore.
Well, there is a Sharpstown and a Sharpstown Mall, but
that's not called that anymore.
Well, they don't let a lot go down over there no more because like it's not a lot of it. You can't go there much right now. So
also another good thrift store, and just bear with me, and Christy will be like, "What?" when I tell her. DAV Thrifty at OST and Griggs.
Say it again.
DAV, Disabled American Veterans Thrift Store on OST and Griggs.
So OST and Griggs, Christy, there is a DAV, Disabled Americans Veterans Thrift Store, which I'm all about going to a thrift store if it's for a great cause.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to veterans. They do something that I could not do. And so I appreciate them immensely. Our friend Michelle at Newton's Cupboard and her husband are veterans as well.
Right.
She says it's actually close to me because Christy, you do not live in the hood.
Live in the hood. I grew up in the hood.
Not a hood.
I grew up on South Post Oak. Okay, so I know hood.
Right. Okay, so they are saying that there's a Savers in California.
Oh, okay.
Now if I go to California, I am definitely gonna try to meet up with Miss Sassy Pants Sugar Britches because I had her on my chat and
she was great. And her videos.
She's so funny, and her husband is funny. They have some wonderful collections. I mean, it is amazing. It is amazing. Janice says, just found a new to me store that I have not visited yet. Black Friday deals, Houston on Fondren, like a Goodwill bins.
On Fondren? What? We're Fondren in what?
I'm gonna need to know more about that, Miss Janice.
Look at me, Fondren in what? Because I'm gonna put that in the chat now when I go back.
Yeah. So you're making a list. I will be at the following places on these days. If you
meet me.
Right. So, okay. So what's next for you?
So I think maybe. So I like started this YouTube channel, and I'll tell you why. Because I was gonna start it last summer, last lockdown, and then I got called back to work. So I'm like, I don't have time. And then I just thought, I don't need a YouTube channel. It's not. Then this lockdown happened, and again, I thought I was gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, it's awful.
And I said every day was like Groundhog Day here. My husband is furloughed, so he's at home because he's vulnerable. I'd go to work, come home, go to work, come home. Sometimes I went to the grocery store, come home. That was it. And I was like, I'm going to do this because what else is going on? Nothing going on but the rent. Okay.
Yeah.
So I decided to start the YouTube channel, and I just thought, I'll just talk to it. I talk to, everybody like I would talk to everybody if I knew them. And that's kind of how I roll. I'm just like, look, I'm like, girl, you gotta see what I got. And that's exactly how I do it, because that's how I would talk to everybody here.
That's how she talked to me, and I was laughing so hard because she's just so she's so her, and she's so animated that she's so fun to watch. Now, right now, because you're working what 40 plus hours a week
Yeah.
at your real job, and then doing your Etsy and your eBay and all that. Right now, YouTube is just starting out, and
Right.
you can't thrift.
Pardon?
You can't source. You can't thrift at all, right?
No. And the Frugal Magpie said, "Are you locked down till April?" Yep, April 12th. That's when we're like.
Well, the stores are gonna open up.
She said, "50 Shutterbuck said, I swear less on camera." Well, yeah.
We try real hard. Like my mom is going to watch this, so I have to make sure that because I do not want her coming here and snatching me bald headed, as she says.
I don't want your mama snatching me bald headed either. So
You would too, man.
I ain't gonna cuss.
Everybody's mama. That neighborhood mama with the switch. That's my mom.
Oh, girl! One time I went to go swim in the ditch by my house. My mama pulled me out there and said, "Go get a switch off that tree, girl. I got the smallest one."
It didn't help, did it?
Nope. I should have got a big one. It probably would have hurt less.
Right? You never do pick the right one. So, okay, one of the things is you're going to work on more videos, but right now your concentration is that jewelry and on Etsy and eBay. So when it opens up, we want to see what the stores look. So you and Thrifty Shutterbug, you and Jessica go shopping and do some shop-alongs for us.
We can't wait. I mean, that's what's really yeah, Michelle, our lockdown is different than y'all's. It is it's a lot stricter.
Yeah.
They're not playing over here. They're not playing with you. We'll get fined if we travel too far from our house and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's literally work, grocery store, and that's it.
I even have a letter from my work in case I'm stopped by the police, so I can show them that I'm out because I'm at work. Yeah, the next is shop, and that's why a lot of times I'll say on my videos, the only thing I can do is hauls because I can't do shop with me videos.
Right.
And I would love to, because I'd love for you guys to see what it looks like in oh yeah, we got our plans, and that how different it is, because they're smaller. They're a lot smaller. They're the antique centers are not so much wide as they are up, because there's not a lot of room to spread out here, so you got to go up. And the car boot sales is like a flea market.
So I was going to ask you, what is a car boot sale? I'm thinking of people with their trunks open. And
yes, that's exactly what the boot of the car. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like that in Israel. When I went to Israel, I did a pilgrimage, religious study for 10 days in Israel. And some of the citizens in some of the areas would just park on the side of the road and have stuff, in their trunk. And I was like, is this kind of like we do watermelon and corn on the side of the street?
I mean, it's in a field. It's in a big field. Yeah. And it's a big farmer's field. And so, you park up and you walk to it.
So Christy, did you see Christy?
Yes, I did see Christy. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw late one night, Miss Pamela decided to go live.
Miss Pamela Blanchard.
Yes, Miss Pamela Blanchard. Y'all need to go subscribe to her because she's funny.
Oh my God, Miss Pamela isn't she from Alabama?
Yes.
I just love. She is so sincere and so hilariously funny.
So she she cracks me up. I do a lot of stuff on Instagram, and she saw it. She was like, "Wow, your stuff is really pretty good." And I was like, "Man, thanks." I mean, that's a big compliment coming from Miss Pamela, And she said, "Would you want to do a live sale with me?" And I'm like, "I'm in the UK. That might be kind of difficult."
I'm in the UK.
And she said, "I know." She knew, and she said, "Send me a box of stuff, and we'll sell it. And it'll ship from Alabama."
Oh wow!
And I said, "Okay." So I sent her a bunch of stuff. Well, the other day when she did a live, she opened it all up and was
Yes.
showing everybody. I said, and I sent her some treats too, which she proceeded to eat on camera. Yeah.
So I'm just going to bring this out there that you don't send a sister food and expect her not to eat.
Oh, right. Exactly. I mean, it's not to look at.
Well, when I got my box, you had said, "Hey, I want to send you something." I'm thinking you're shipping from the UK. It's going to be like a letter, a card, blah blah blah. Y'all, I get this massive box, and I'm like, did I order something else? And it says that it's from you, and I'm like, what? Y'all, if you haven't watched my video where I unboxed it, go back, because she sent me, I think, some of everything that she had. And she sent me like 5 different kinds of treats. Well, I wasn't going to wait. So Fatty just ate them on camera. And as soon as I started doing it, I was thinking, oh my God, you have just eaten on video. Like, you're gonna post this to YouTube where you're sitting here eating snacks. But I was really like wanting to compare them, and a lot of them have disappeared.
Just magically disappeared into thin air.
Sure what's happening, but they gone.
Well, Michelle says she likes food, so just message me on Instagram.
I'm just saying I like food. She does. She's this big around.
I know. It's like, I like food too, but it's obvious I like food.
Oh, and yes, Janice, those whips. Now, I don't know if you can order whips from Nestle or they're just in the UK. But at first I thought, oh, they're going to be like little chocolate thing. Y'all, they're like this big and this big around on the bottom. And they're full of, it's like a light marshmallow cream. It's not as thick as like you get a chocolate covered marshmallow. It's not that. It's like
it's whipped. It's like whipped.
Yeah, it's like thin marshmallow cream. Like, when you really stir marshmallow cream up, because I like marshmallow cream and peanut butter, but I like marshmallow cream with bananas. There's just a whole host of things that I'll eat marshmallow cream with. But it was so good. But I'm not thinking that worked out too good.
So I'd sent Miss Pamela this box, and she opened it and showed everybody. And so I'm going to do a live set with her. Obviously, I'll be here in the UK, right, and she'll be, having my items there. And she said, because a lot of times, people would like the things, but because of the shipping,
right,
from the UK, which is not really that bad, actually. It's more expensive to ship from the US to the UK than it is from the UK to the US.
So you ship that UPS? Is that because that's just how your mail?
Nope. That's cheaper. We have much like you, USPS. We have the Royal Mail, and they can be a little pricey. So Jessica said, why don't we start seeing what UPS is like? And we did, and they're miles cheaper.
Yeah.
That same box that I sent you through Royal Mail would have costed 50 to 60 pounds.
Okay, because so equate that, do the math, because I don't know what, I've never been, I don't.
About $70.
Oh, no.
Exactly. So UPS, it costed me, I think yours costed me 24 or 24.
Yeah, it's gone up slightly.
Yeah, it's gone up a little bit.
You hear her husband with that?
$32 just.
30. So it'd been like $32 instead of 70.
Yeah. It's still, that's a lot, and I do appreciate that. And somebody said they watched that video opening the packages and eating the snacks, and it was fun. And I really have no filter, which I've worked on really hard, y'all, and I still don't have one. So what you see on my face is what happens. And somebody said, well, what would you have done if it was nasty? I'd have been like,
said it was nasty.
And spit it out. Mary says that Mary Royer said she saw that jewelry from the show, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was some nice. I mean, I not that I'm an expert at anything except nothing. So except eating. She's an expert at eating, and so I like to. I just know what I like, and I think, well, if I like it, I'm sure other people will like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was. So now if you could just send jewelry and snacks, I think all these people right here will be.
Great. Yeah, just send me your go on my Instagram, send me your address.
Michelle has noticed your sleeve.
Who?
And Michelle, Newton's Cupboard.
Oh, Michelle. Yeah.
She wants to see that. Now, how far up does that go?
Oh, it goes up to here.
Now, did you get that over there? Or
yeah. So I have the Virgin de Guadalupe up here. But no one wants to see my bingo wings, so I'm showing that. So I had a few like little random ones, and they were just like crap. So I had someone go over with a proper nice sleeve, and that's what I got. Butterflies and roses. What it was supposed to have was supposed to go all the way up to the Virgin de Guadalupe and come back down, but COVID happened, so
Yeah, and little do people know, but Dolores is actually Hispanic, correct?
Yes, I am.
And so when she told me that, I was like, "Nuh-uh, shut up."
This is why I don't tell people. This is why I don't tell people, because I'll tell people, I'll say I'm Hispanic. Like, how? I'm like, well, how? So, and because people say, well, you don't look Hispanic. I'm like, okay, I don't have my gun belt, my sombrero on. Sorry, but I am. So, I mean, my maiden name is Arriaga. So that's great right there.
Yeah.
That's what the A stands for in damn.
Yeah, I asked her, I was like, is it pronounced dame or damn? Because I was thinking, in the UK. She goes, no, it's damn. No.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
But it's my initials, so yeah.
So it is her initials. That's where she gets that, the Miss Dam Jewellery part of that. That Dam is her initials. So, well, do y'all have any other questions for Dolores? I know that somebody is having a sale. I'm sure Christy.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't want to interrupt the sale. Yeah. Who's having a sale?
Christy, who's having a sale at 1 o'clock or just started?
Sale.
I can't remember who it is. Michelle said that's because you damn fine, girl.
Thanks, Michelle. Yeah. You have relatives in Tomball, Mary? Yeah. I mean, I do like Tomball. Tomball's got a good thrift store. It supports the police officers, families and stuff.
So where's that?
In Tomball. I'll get you the address. I have to ask my sister-in-law because I don't. Okay. Oh yeah. So I'll ask my sister-in-law.
So Janice is asking, did we get to post the Etsy address? Or what's the name of the shop? Is it a name?
It's Dam Jewellery UK.
DamJewellery.
Yeah, jewelry spelled the British way. Because I live here.
Jewellery UK is her Etsy shop. So I just put that in the chat. Mary says that she has relatives that live in Tomball, Texas as well.
Yeah.
And then, but she lives in Arizona. Many people that live in Arizona. But I think that
a lot of people live in Arizona.
I can't remember whose sale that just started. So I don't know if it's showing or not, Jessica. So
thank you, Mary. Thank you for subscribing.
And she will go ahead and if you go to her Instagram, it'll be a link, right? Your Etsy shop.
Yes. If you go to my Instagram, which is again Dam Jewellery UK, there's a link to my Etsy shop. Y'all can get through that.
Go to her Instagram, Dam Jewellery UK, and then is it in your description of your videos or on your profile page of your?
Yes, if you go to my videos, there's a link there to my Etsy shop. Yeah.
Okay, so if you watch any of her videos, and right now you've got 4, but you're working on more, but you just don't. Right now you're sourcing from eBay or Facebook Marketplace.
Correct. I had a bunch of stuff that I had bought, and I mean Jessica can attest to this, and so can my husband. I bought a lot because I said, y'all, we're gonna lock down again. I know we're gonna lock down again. And I went Christmas Eve and just just shopped until I dropped. And so I'm showing a lot of stuff that I either already had or that I'm sourcing off eBay or Facebook Marketplace. And that's the only way I can do it right now. And
Big haul on Facebook Marketplace that Jessica found.
that was massive. I was real lucky to get it off of Facebook Marketplace. And Jessica said to me, you know, I was on Facebook, and she's like, you know, you want it, because I don't want it, and you know, I'm not, or you know, I don't think she wanted that, or she didn't have, she had the money or whatever. And I was like, well, I'll split it with you. She's like, no, girl, you can. So I did give her some stuff out of it, because like, go take this, because it was so much. And I was really grateful for that, because again, it's really hard here at the moment. And a lot of my videos are me sitting in this exact spot talking trash and, you know, talking smack. And because I can't go anywhere. And that's, you know, I could take it to my garden, I guess. I mean, it's cold.
And now you go to the garden shop. Who knew?
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody wants those kind of videos.
Unless you're planting in a vintage planter.
Oh, well, now there you see that. Yeah, I mean that could work. I do have some vintage planters, so I could do that.
Or purposing. I want to do because I love those dish. Like here's one like I just found that I hauled, and it was like this little demi cup. But Janice and I found these, but with a little succulent or a little plant in there, like planting those. That would be so cute. So I want to use all that china that, I mean, what do you do with one cup? But it's so pretty. You don't leave 25 cents, right? And so I think like building some runners on the back of my fence and putting cups up there.
Yeah, like almost like a window box, but for your fence with the cups.
And they're saying, show us the castles.
Okay, well, yeah, if I lived by any, I would. I know I do. Actually, I do live by some ruins of a castle. Dave, what's the name of that castle we live by? What's the name of that castle we live by? Bolsover Castle. Yeah, we could go there, and I could do a little filming.
Yeah. So I think right now you're just
the homes like Hardwick House.
We have loads of
similar. They're no castles, but you know, they're just as good.
You're giggling because you can hear his voice.
I can hear her lovey's voice. I can hear Dave's voice. And, you know, for us, we don't hear that, right? And so we're just like, oh, it's like listening to, you know.
Come and say hello. Not on the video, but just come and say hello. Just say hello, ladies, really loud.
Hello, ladies. How you all doing? Hope you're enjoying this little live feed for the UK. Obviously, with accent, I come from Scotland, okay? One of the best places in the world, but I'm sure you Texans would have some say and some argument about that. But it's really beautiful. The only thing is the weather's more like Canada than what you guys are used to. But anyway, lovely talking to you, and hope you are having a good time, and we'll maybe have another chat another time. Okay? Bye for now.
You sound like a northerner. Someone said you sound like a northerner.
I just got.
Well, we are. I mean, we're considered up north. You didn't sound Scottish.
So now next, Dave has to be in your videos. So I think that
I wanted him to, but what he usually does is I have the camera facing with the camera part to me, not the screen. So he watches from the background to see that I'm in the center, that I'm doing everything just like I'm doing this in the right way, you know. And he'll sometimes talk in the background, but yeah.
So I think right now, because until you can, you know, do that, we want to see like where you. So if you get to go at all, then
you can go out. We just can't go into places.
Right. Then go ahead and do some filming just to say. Because we don't know. We you know, most of us will never get back over there, especially now.
That's why I be having these single friends.
Yeah, but they got to talk like that. I mean,
they got to talk like that. Yeah,
right. So, anybody else have any questions for Dolores before we let her go? Because I know that somebody's sale just started.
So she just contemplated divorce when she heard your voice.
That's Michelle.
I have to say, everybody loves Dave. He's if I kind of gauge people. If they don't like Dave, there's something wrong with him. Now me, I'm kind of an a-hole, but he's wonderful.
So I want to say thank you so much for not only sending me my box of goodies, and y'all, I do want y'all to see what she sent me. Not only these awesome earrings that she made, but I got a vintage brooch and some Wedgwood and some ironstone and snacks. And there was a whole bunch of, I got a Fenton bowl. Child, that Fenton bowl. I was like, if somebody touches my bowl, that's the end. That is, we'll be like this. But I've already got everything out and displayed. You know, and Lovey's like, did we buy this? I was like, no, this from the UK. So, and she got like everything that was Beth Blue. Oh yeah, that's Michelle talking about, did she mention how fine you are? Again, snacks. Michelle,
Again, trying to get them snacks. Yeah, honey, she can come and find all day. I'll send her some snacks for that. Well, the other day when Miss Pamela, real quick, Miss Pamela goes, you know, I'm trying to help these youngins out. And I was like, oh, youngin? Girl, thank you. I'm like 100 years old, but thanks.
she is so daggone funny, but she is the sweetest, sincerely
Oh,
sweetest.
she's a nice person. And that's the thing. We don't know the date yet. It's going to be the week of April 5th, because that's when I'm on holiday. So because of time difference, you know, I have to be awake when it happens.
Oh yeah, because if it's 8 o'clock at her time, it's like what, 2 a.m. your time?
Well, is she Central or Eastern?
It's 8 Eastern time.
Okay, so that's 1 o'clock a.m. for me.
Yeah. So y'all do have to work out a time difference.
Yeah.
Right now it is 12 o'clock in Texas, 1 o'clock, close to 1:15 back Eastern time where my mom.
Yeah,
So,
it's 6 p.m. here.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're like a 6 hour ahead of us. And it's on the 6th, right?
Hey, Miss Pamela. Pamela's here. Oh.
We were just talking about you, telling everybody how sweet you were. And there she is. See, she just came at the right time. So we're just wrapping up because I cannot remember whose sale is at 1 o'clock.
I have to go watch a sale.
We're over. But make sure that you keep watching Miss Pamela's channel, y'all, because Dolores is going to have some things on there. Not to mention, if you're ever feeling blue, just watch Miss Pamela. You will not feel blue anymore. But we've got a lot of good channels on here, like Katie's channel, Michelle's channel. I think, Julie, do you have a channel, Day Trip? Because I know Bernice Marie Vincent has one. Miss Norma Jean, she just had a live sale. Christine was on here. I know that Christy, Tippy Winks, has a channel. Frugal Lynn is, I can't remember if you have a channel or not. Sorry. But if I know Jessica Thrifty Shutterbug has a channel. So y'all just make sure that you're checking out Maria California Thrift, the one that's at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll go watch that now.
Yes. Okay. And then D has a sale at 3. And yes, I did hit 500. Yesterday I had 103, and today I have 500. Because if you subscribe, that's one of the things that I'm working on. Is I've subscribed to channels, but if I don't go back and watch them frequently, they are no longer on my subscription. YouTube off.
I made 2 of my coworkers subscribe to you.
Well, thank you. So, but yes, make sure that, and I mean, even if you just watch, like, I can't remember, Michelle, if it's once a month or once every 2 weeks or something, you don't watch at least one video, then your subscription gets taken off of your list. So there's a lot of people that I went to watch a video and I don't have them on there, and it made me resubscribe. So I will be filming today a 500 giveaway. So I have a 500 giveaway, so I will be filming that, not today, I'm going to lie to you, tomorrow, because I got to go to my shop. It's about 45 minutes away, and do some work. But I am going to film a 500 video. I'll probably drop it on Monday. I have videos that release every Tuesday. And I have a live sale coming up on the 15th. So I have a live sale at 1 Eastern, 12 Central time.
March 15th?
March 15th.
Oh, good. I'll be there.
March 15th. Yes, it's a Monday.
Oh, good.
So if that's it, y'all, I don't want to take up Maria, California Thrifter.
Yes, let's all go and see her sale, guys.
So everybody go on over there and then
let's all go. Let me see you there.
because
Thanks everyone so much. I appreciate all the support. You guys are great.
Thank you, Dolores, for
Thank you
to do this. This has been so much fun. So we're gonna end this time, y'all, with the same as I always do, saying y'all stay pretty and sweet. Bye-bye.
Bye.